Alors, je pense que le folklore à Prague, c'est plutôt artificiel, c'est fait plutôt pour les performances, pour les gens, etc., mais c'est pas du tout vivant. Ça se manifeste plutôt quand vous avez une fête traditionnelle, donc vous avez aussi une performance dans les costumes nationaux, les danses, la musique, les concerts, etc. Je pense que le folklore et toutes les traditions sont beaucoup plus présentes dans les familles avec les enfants qui les transmettent vraiment de génération en génération que dans les familles qui n'ont pas d'enfants et qui sont plus modernes.
It was one of the first folklore ensemble here in Czech Republic after the Second World War. The dance group was found in 1947. It was my first ensemble where I started to dance, and later I became the choreographer. Just now, this is a completely new generation in the ensemble, and they are very open and very free, I don't know, in their mind. They became very familiar with the meaning of the dance, of this kind of dancing, because it is a part of their contemporary life. It's not a kind of interest to preserve traditional culture. No, they don't have this intention. They like it, and they make a choice that it's something that it's more acceptable for them than other kind of dancing. My job, my engagement is also ethnology, it's also the studying the traditional culture, and I find in the traditional culture a lot of values which disappeared from the contemporary life, and which I still estimate and which I still like, and I think that they are important. The people in Prague like to visit these performances which are based on folklore, and also to travel and to go to visit some festivals. This is for them something maybe some kind of how to escape from the town and to find something quite different. Before, during the totalitarian regime, it was important for the government because for them it was a culture which was not complicated. But now the Ministry of Culture has a special department which is specialized to traditional culture, and they used to every year to deliver some grants to support this traditional culture. In general, in the politics of the Czech Republic, it's not the principal question.
On average, I would say Czech people aren't really attached to tradition very much. There are some historical reasons here. Mainly, I would say the main problem is that traditionally communist regime that used to be here for some years ago used folklore and traditions as part of propaganda, part of their ideas, which of course meant that people somehow lost this part. And there is a second thing maybe, that Czech people don't have so much interest in traditions and folklore. Here we don't have so much need to declare our identity. We are quite like self-assured of it. So I think that's the thing, we don't care too much about our own folklore. It became much more difficult to say, well, this is really the Czech thing, and people were much more interested in the things from abroad, from outside, and their own history and traditions, I would say. Czech folklore originally wasn't really intended to live in a city. It was much more attached to a community, to village people that meet each other and know each other. And if you use the folklore in the city, those features change. Sure, you use folklore to attire tourists. It's something colorful and nice, something very clear you can show. But if you want to present Czech traditions of the Czech Republic, it's much easier to choose the Moravian ones, because here there were earlier influences from the Europe, and the folklore somehow disappeared in the mixture of cosmopolitanism.
Toutes les traditions ont disparu un peu, il y en a de moins en moins. Et en plus, toutes les traditions sont assez fortement liées avec la religion. Et ici, nous sommes dans le pays le plus athéiste du monde, donc il n'y a pas vraiment cette relation avec la religion.
Here in Prague, nothing is alive. It's alive. Everything is a revival. Everything is something which is reconstructed. For the local people, it has still a meaning. They are still doing this, but not only for preserving, it's for themselves, because they enjoy. It has a lot of importance from the anthropological point of view for the integration, to make identity, this local identity, to maintain the link to the place where they are living.
The nation still needs traditions. If it should survive, it really, really needs traditions. So the traditions and the folklore is partly rooted in history, but partly invented in the moment when it lives, when it survives. Hopefully this will function and this will work for Czech people, and it would be really wonderful and nice. But Czech people seem to be somehow timid. They don't tend to express themselves very much with songs or dancing. Maybe there are again those historical reasons, because some 20 years ago it was really dangerous to express your ideas and feelings. So maybe it will take some time for us to lose this thing, and for future it would be better. If the local people don't want to live with their folklore, there is no government and no money that could save it.